Coby, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
I know you're focused on the team and always focused on the team, but I got to start with the individual. Do you think this is the best stretch of your career from an individual basis?
Yeah, I think for sure. I think the numbers say it. My play has said it. I think for sure this is the best stretch of my young career so far.
What's fueling that?
I think just playing free, playing with confidence, and my teammates and coaching staff believing in me and continue to push me. And then just, knowing that those guys have my back no matter what. And I think just the most part, just playing free with a free mind and then, playing with confidence.
Is anything that you're doing on the court surprising you?
I wouldn't say surprising me just because a lot of the stuff that I've been doing, like, I've worked on a lot in terms of not only on the court, but just watching film from watching other guys play. And then I think now it's just starting to unfold on the court, and I'm starting to translate it more towards the court.
Your free throw attempts are way up in this hot stretch. What's behind that?
I think I'm now conscious of getting to the line, conscious of during a game, like if we're in the bonus, how they're guarding, what can I do to get to the line, and then obviously I always shout out the coaching staff and player development staff, just watching film on guys and how they get to the line. And then for me, during my play, previous games of situations where I could have, draw fouls and stuff like that. So I just been more conscious of it.
I asked you this the other night in Denver, but I'm going to ask you again. Billy Donovan said something pretty remarkable to me about your impact on the locker room and how you inject the locker room with belief and positivity. I view that as a pretty high compliment. Where does that come from?
I think like my family. My family continue to push me, but also just me being the youngest of three, and then my mom and dad, they continue to uplift each other, positivity. My mom and my parents were people of faith. My sister, my brother, people of faith, and I think that just comes with it. Just having faith for me, having the faith of a mustard seed is kind of what I live by. And then I think just, it's never too late for anything. So for me, I just try to live a positive life. With so much negativity in the world that goes around, my family tries to be focused on the positives and whatnot of life.
That said, I mean, you've had ups and downs throughout your Bulls tenure. Yeah. You've had some low moments. So what has gotten you through those moments? I
think I always related to my faith. Having faith that, the Lord has a plan for me, and that as long as I keep working and keep putting Him first, and then, trusting in the work, that everything is going to work out how it's supposed to. I think if I always tell myself, if I give my all to the game and the end result, whatever that may be, that was what was planned for me from the Lord. So whatever that may be is what I trust.
What was the lowest point of your Bulls tenure?
That's
the first laugh.
Yeah, no.
This has been way too serious of an interview.
Yeah.
Coby, so what was the lowest point? Be honest.
It's been multiple, man. I think it's been multiple low points. I think in terms of my rookie year was very hard for me. My rookie year was very hard. My second year was hard. I think they all taught me something, though. I think I can't pinpoint one, but I think they all taught me something from my rookie year, not playing a lot. From my second year, my first year with coach, who pushed me nonstop each and every day, was super hard. I remember calling CP because I knew that he had coached him the year before and asking him like, what's up with him, like. And CP told me, he said if he wasn't hard on you, he wouldn't see it. He sees a lot in you. And then he said, he had Shea when he was young, and he talked about how he was hard on Shea, but he saw a lot in Shea. And then, going into my third year, we had a whole new team, and I was the only one not playing because I had a shoulder surgery. So at the beginning of that year, when everything was going well for the team, I was on the sidelines watching. And then by the time I came back, I was on the back end of the rotation. So I mean, it's been a lot of ups and downs.
You forgot the Buck series.
The Buck series was very low for me. That same year coming back from surgery. But like I said, like, you just continue to grind through it all. You try to take learning moments from all those experiences, and that's kind of what I try to do.
It's well documented how much your role has changed in your Bulls tenure here. You've been on the ball, you've been off the ball, you've been off the bench, you've been on as a starter. What was your reaction when the Bulls first made the 𝗪cie Giddey trade?
I was confused. Well, my first initial reaction, I wasn't the happiest just because we lost AC. This is me being honest, in all honesty. we lost AC, who was a guy I really looked up to and was really close with on the team. So that was hard for me, losing him. And then also later on knowing, you know, 𝗻◂, it was a chance that 𝗻◂ might leave too. So losing both of those guys was very hard for me. And that's nothing against Josh. If I got to know Josh, he's an incredible human being. Obviously incredible on the basketball court, but he's a hell of a teammate, a guy that I know I can call at any time, and he'll be there for me. But it was confusing for me at the time, just because I was coming off the year that I just had on the ball, and then but then I'm more of, like I said, a positive thinker. So I let it, you know, at the end of the day, I kind of sat down, and I'm a realist. Sat down and this is what it is. This is what happened. This is what transpired. How can I grow and continue to get better from this, knowing that the reality is I probably won't be on the ball as much this coming up year. So how can I now transform the way I work, the way I think about the game, the way I look at the game this upcoming season to be the best player that I can be, not only for myself, but to help my team win. And that's kind of where my train of thought went to right after that.
And that's exactly why I asked that question, because to me it's reflective of your entire Bulls tenure.
Yeah.
They move your role, and you turn initially a negative into a positive. There's no question that you and Josh are playing the best basketball of your guys' career right now, and you're doing it together on the court at the same time. How has that been able to happen?
I think the relationship off the court, I think that helps a ton on the court in terms of chemistry, in terms of getting the feel for each other, in terms of what he's thinking, what I'm thinking, in terms of playing off each other. I think for, you know, it's starting to click at the right time, but it's been a lot of growth off the court, getting to know him getting to know me, me meeting his entire family, him meeting my family. I think those things, you know, pay dividends in the success that we have been having.
What does it mean to you to be the longest tenured Bull?
If you would have asked me this question about a couple years ago, I would not believe that I would be the longest
last one
the last one standing. But I mean, like I always say, everything happens for a reason for me. Like I said, like I take it as, you know, God wants me here for a reason. He's placed me here for a reason, and that my time isn't done here. So for me, it's a blessing to still be here. Like I said, I love Chicago. I love this organization. I love my teammates. I love the staff. I love the people. You know, it's starting to feel like home for me. So I'm blessed and fortunate to still be here.
Having covered your whole career here, we've seen not only your evolution on the court, but also your evolution off the court. You've clearly become more of a team leader. I've actually called you the heart and soul of this team now, especially because you're the longest tenured player, and also your personality, which is way too serious for my taste right now. But how have you been able to find your leadership voice?
I think just growth, and then trial and error. I think the main thing about the leadership for me was speaking out. Like I would always think the right things to say, but I would never say it. And I think now I'm to the point where I feel like I've been in the league long enough, and I've earned the respect of my teammates to where I can say, you know, the things that I want to say. And in that terms, I think just having the courage to speak up, you know, is what helped me. But I mean, I've grown over the years. I think last year was a big step, and then this year, I think in terms of, you know, being more vocal on and off the court has helped me a lot.
You've been bringing up your faith quite a bit lately, more publicly. I see every game pregame because I stand on the baseline waiting to do my TV hit.
Oh yeah.
You do a pregame prayer before every game. Is it the same prayer every game? Or
yeah,
what?
Same prayer. Just covering. I mean, you want me to tell you what I pray?
You take it wherever you want to go.
Yeah, I mean, same prayer, just to cover both teams. You know, that we finish the game injury-free, cover everybody in the arena, that everyone gets home safe, and then that, you know, I cover my team, and that we give us the energy to go out there and compete, play at a high level, play their identity. You know, thank him for allowing me to be able to play the game that I love tonight, and then giving me the energy and the courage to go out here and honor his name through my play. And then just, you know, asking him, you know, to cover us. Forgive me for my sins. I always try to end every prayer, forgive me for my sins, just forgive me. And then also, I talked to my dad a little bit in those moments, just asking him to be with me tonight. You know, I lost my father, so.
Of course.
Just asking him to be with me spiritually, talk to me, be with me throughout the game, and cover me.
And you feel that he's with you every game?
Yeah, I ask him. Yeah, so I mean, I always feel the spirit with me.
That's beautiful stuff. I thought you were praying to do a walk-off interview with me after the game.
Nah. Nah, no sir.
That's not happening.
Nah.
Just a couple more. You told me earlier this season you did some paddle boarding last summer.
Yeah, I did. One of the hardest things I've ever done in my life.
Will you be doing it again this summer?
For sure. It was a hell of an experience. It was beautiful out there. We was in like Malibu. It was beautiful. The mountains in the background, and the water was clear, obviously. But on the way out was fine, but on the way back against the current, it felt like I was paddling for hours and I wasn't going anywhere. But it was a good workout. I mean, it was a great workout. I just think, and me, I'm not an ocean guy because I'm scared of the ocean. So it was also me facing the fear of going out in the middle of the ocean. You know, but it was fun. I had a great time. I went with some great people, and I would love to do it again for sure.
The logical follow-up question is, what do you do with the hair? Do you put it in a bathing cap or like a swim
Nah,
cap?
I just wear it out. I wear it out, and if I fall in, then
Then you drown because your hair's so heavy.
I wear it out. If I fall in, then I go just wash it when I get home.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this interview could start going off the rails, so we'll end it here. And we certainly appreciate your time, 𝗦liche White.
Come on, bro.
You already forgot my name.
Nah, Kenneth Carl.
There you go.
Come on, you can never forget.
Thanks
that.
for your time, and keep it rolling, and we'll see you after some walk-off interview in the near future.
All right, thank you.
Appreciate it, man.
Appreciate you.
Back to you guys.
Bro, you cannot add that. You cannot add if I go like this and you hit me with that.
I'm a 𝗍𝗶𝗹 𝗟𝗶.